Bro, remember when you thought being 25 meant you'd have your life together? You know, a decent job, a nice apartment, maybe a dog that doesn't try to eat the wall every time you leave. Turns out 25 just meant you cry quieter now. They told us that our 20s were for finding ourselves. Nah, bruh, I found myself broke. Broke. Overthinking and subscribe to a 3-month streaming service that I don't even use. You wake up every morning like, alright, let's fix my life today. Then you spend 4 hours scrolling on Zillow like you can't afford walls. Yeah, welcome to adulthood, where dreams have a subscription fee and self-care costs $8.99 a latte. When we were teens, we thought 25-year-olds had everything figured out. They looked so mature, so put together. Turns out they were just tired of faking confidence like it was an Olympic sport. You roll out of bed like, wow, I can't believe I'm getting paid to Google how to fix Excel formulas. Jobs now feel like group project, except the lazy guy is you now. Your motivation? Gone. Your back? Gone. You leave every time someone says, let's open a quick call. Also, gone. And bro, why does everybody now sound like a glow stick every time I sneeze? I didn't sign up for early access to arthritis pack. Remember when we were spontaneous, when the plans were spontaneous, partying was spontaneous. Now it takes 3 weeks, 5 reschedules, and 1 mental breakdown just to grab a coffee. Everyone's either married, having babies, or posting rise and grind at 8 a.m. Yes, Jessica, the grind does stop. It stops when your therapist raises her rates. You open Instagram and everyone's like, just bought my first home. Meanwhile, you're like, just bought oat milk? And when you finally meet your friends, it's like trauma Olympics. Bro, I haven't slept in 3 days. Oh yeah, I cried during an ad. You start buying self-help books that you don't even finish. You highlight one quote like, yeah, that's gonna change my life. Then obviously that will never happen. You hit the gym for your mental health. You start saying stuff like, I'm protecting my peace. Translation, you ghosted 3 people because your social battery was held together by caffeine and regret. Your diet? Coffee, guilt, and microwave anxiety. At this point, your Fitbit isn't tracking steps, it's tracking panic attack. Then it hits you. No one knows what the hell they're doing. Every successful adult is just a stressed kid with taxes. You thought you'd have a plan by now. Turns out the plan is survive and hope for Wi-Fi because you have Wi-Fi, right? That is at least one important thing you have. Adulthood isn't a movie. It's a horror comedy film with bad lighting and crippling debt. You start finding joy in small stuff. And that is important. Like when your card doesn't decline, or your boss cancels a meeting, or your ex's new person posts a self-launch that flops. But here's the twist. Somewhere between the stress, bills, and the dumb mistakes, you realize maybe this is it. Maybe figuring it out was a scam all along, and the red flags is learning to laugh while everything is on fire. You stop chasing perfection. You start collecting funny stories, like the time your paycheck bounced or the time you cried in Costco, or that one pyramid scheme you joined because the recruiter was cute. You realize you don't need a 5-year plan. You just need one playlist that hits at 2 a.m. and someone who gets your meme. Because life after 25 isn't about being perfect. It's about laughing and how not perfect it is. You may not have a dream job, a dream apartment, or dream relationship even, but you've got Wi-Fi, you've got caffeine, and somehow you've got hope. And in this economy, that's basically enlightenment. So yeah, life after 25, it's messy and it's confusing and occasionally feels like a prank God forgot to end. But it's your prank, and that's what makes it kind of beautiful. Anyway, bro, if you made it this far, congrats. You've out-adulted 90% of us. So before your Wi-Fi cuts out and your anxiety kicks back in, hit that subscribe button. Because trust me, it doesn't get easier, it just gets funnier.